This guy is just continues to work at it and keep himself in top physical shape. So Chubb Instagram post, as usual, lifting in the offseason. They don't see all the work being put in. They don't see all the sacrifices being made. All they see is the results, and they call it luck. Well, I would, yes, I can't argue with that. Browns fans, they're pretty in tune with how much this guy works.
Yeah, there's, and I think one thing I think he's a little tired of is, I think Nick Chubb is a little bit upset with the coverage and way he's perceived in the media. It's almost he doesn't say anything. He goes out and does his job, but there's always this chatter, this noise in the background where people are talking about, well, how long can they, commit those many dollars to Nick Chubb? Or we shouldn't sign a running back long term, or maybe Nick Chubb is not going to be here in the next couple of years. And for me, I've always taken a little bit of offense to that because, and I just don't, sometimes I don't see the loyalty factor a little bit. Sometimes, I know this is all a business, but why is it we can never see our players retire in one uniform? Like Troy Polamalu hung it up here, right? He hung it up with the Steelers. Ed Reed. You take a look at Jonathan Ogden, Ray Lewis. Those are the old Browns, but it was never a question whether or not those guys were going into the Hall of Fame as what they were, and they was only going to play for one team. At some point in time, we got that from Joe Thomas. And Joe Thomas did us a square. He did us a job just by saying, I'm going to come back when he could have went to Denver. But for me, I look at Nick Chubb as a guy who we should be pushing to be like, what you mean we getting rid of Nick Chubb? He's showing he ain't hurt. He's not going nowhere. And when he gets to the end of his contract, I don't care if we got to offer him a Big Mac and $200,000, bro. We not letting him go. He about to be on the team till he decide to retire. And that is what it is.